My name is Richie B, and we're here with you until 10 o'clock this morning. Morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
Up and ready.
Well rested?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
All right, we won't get into all of the deeds right now.
Not yet.
But
not yet.
it will not show in your performance, I'm sure. All right, Jody's in the building, so is what that, Romy? Wagwan, brethren. It's top of the bridge, up and go. I used to look forward to Friday saying, it's Friday. Now we got to say, it's Thursday. Here we go. Okay, it's time for
WTF. What the fact? Alright, here we go on. Read the title carefully now. It said there are now. So this means I never used to stay, so something like go on. There are now giant pigs that are heavy. They are as heavy as polar bears. Now, if you don't know nothing about polar bear, you know it's a polar bear a massive creature. So even something. Anyways, in a farm deep in the southern region of China, China, lives a very big pig that's as heavy as a polar bear. Now, and this is according to Bloomberg. The creature weighs a whopping 1,102 pounds, which is pretty massive considering that the International Association for Bear Research and Management says adult male polar bears weigh anywhere from 880 to 1,320 pounds. Now, the massive pig, who is part of a herd that's being bred to become giant swine, will eventually be sold for meat. Hear that, Mark the Dread? Yes. And due to its size, will likely bring in around $1,400. And I'm going to assume that's US dollars.
Listen to me.
I aim that on the screen, Romy.
Yeah, listen to me. That is
man can't have a fit.
Yo.
What up behind him, Romy? What? Yeah, what up?
Yo, them do something to run at the back
part.
Bigger than the average pig, what we
said. Well, them now cook that.
Romy, is that just a pig or the pig that we're talking about?
That ain't real.
Yo.
Them two pigsicles.
What is that pig eating? I wonder if that pig that spent some time at the pork shop.
No good.
Yeah.
No.
People say that you eat pork and you gain weight. So I don't know. I wonder if the pig, the hog, the pig eat hog. I don't know. But 1,102 pounds is a heavy pig.
A big old pig, that.
That's a pig.
Can't walk.
That is a pig.
That gone in a beer territory.
Yeah, can't walk.
Trust me.
Well, that's time for chefing, so I could say it go.
For those who so desire.
Yeah.
I opt out.
Yeah, man, I think.
What you can call me cop out.
But who wouldn't know, Richie?
No.
Who wouldn't know?
Trust me. No, man, but that's a whole lot of pig.
Yeah, for real.
That's a lot of hog meat. All right, that's WTF.
What the fact?
Everybody up, lovely look. Yeah,
give them an update.
All right, unruly fans, popcorn fans, you know the thing go. Popcorn is preparing to release a new tune, Bridge Nation. With who? The OVO boss, Canada boss, Toronto boss. I'm talking about Drizzy Drake. Yeah, so there's a new song called We Can't Done, and it'll drop Friday. Interesting. So the unruly boss has been teasing the release of his forthcoming album, Great Is He, on social media. And as we know, on Tuesday, Popcorn unveiled the Marcus Garvey-inspired artwork for the project. Now, on New Year's Day, the dancehall superstar shared a reflective message, as we know, on Instagram, where he challenged other dancehall artists, saying that, he feels a little lonely at the top when it comes to the genre of music. So, on Wednesday, Popcorn announced his new single, We Can't Done, featuring, what I'm seeing here is mentor, Drake, and it will arrive on January 6, 2023. This marks the first single for the OVO Records signee since the start of the year. The song will also be featured on the new album, Great Is He. The 20-second teaser video saw Popcorn, film style lighting up a little spliff, the thing go, while Drake hit the waters of Turks and Caicos on a jet ski, bossy. The music video was apparently shot in the Turks and Caicos while the two were vacationing on the island last year with other stars like Kevin Durant. This is interesting. Yep. I like this.
That's a big one.
Yeah, man.
Big move.
The video sound bossy already. We can't done.
Yep.
I wonder if Drake got talk patwa. Oh, Drake, please.
There's also a new song that's coming out. That now that you mentioned that story, and it's coming out from Quavo.
Yeah.
Quavo released his first single since the death of his Migos bandmate Takeoff. The single entitled "Without You" is a tribute to the late Atlanta rapper, who is also Quavo's nephew. Okay.
Yeah, man. Never know. Yeah, man. Nephew.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's hot.
So the song hit streaming services, and the accompanied music video was released Wednesday night.
Yeah, last
night, just before midnight.
Yeah, man.
And it shows Quavo in the studio vibing the song while smoking a blunt, while Quality Control's CEO Pierre Thomas looks on. Some of the lyrics include tears rolling down my eyes. Can't tell you how many times I cried. Can't tell you how many times I cried. Days ain't the same without you. I don't know if I'm the same without you. Remember the days we smoked big blunts together. And it goes on and on. It's a song called Without You. We're going to check it out.
Yeah.
And obviously, some deep thoughts are being expressed in that one. But onto the matter of the $135 million watch. Well, as it has turned out, a Jamaican record producer and artist, Russian, has caught the eyes of the dancehall and the hip-hop world after it was revealed that he sports a very, very rare and ultra-expensive Audemars Piguet watch valued at around 900,000 US dollars.
All right.
Let that settle in.
Yeah, man.
So, the artist first shared a close-up of the watch on New Year's Day as part of his fit. New Year on the wrist, slide for the ish that you missed, he wrote. No sooner after he had posted it, two Instagram accounts dedicated to expensive watch collections explained that the producer was not only wearing one of a few rare AP watches, but that the timepiece was valued at close to US $1 million. The retail value is significantly lower, but considering that the brand only makes a few of these, you will have to pay market value to acquire one of them. So, that's a watch. If it's 900,000 US dollars, we're looking at somewhere close to 135 million Jamaican dollars. The original retail value was around 150,000. If you're a collector of these high-priced watches, then you know they significantly go up in value over time. So, a watch valued at approximately $135 million is what Jamaica's very own Russian is sporting these days. How about that?
Alright. For a long time I know I can't study Russian, you know. Cause I watch a study. See, from the time in Brocky, man, I'm going on the Louis Vuitton sling or cast. And I say, yeah, man, Russian thing no normal, man. You know, so, why? Protect that, you know. Cause as people might say, oh, John, what's expensive? As you rightfully say, Richie, these type of purchases, they increase in value over time. Yeah, that's why people spend their money. But woo! It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. The first time when I saw 135 million, I was thinking that, okay, that must be a car. Which car is that?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Then you realize it's a watch.
And look how small it is. And neat.
It was on the screen?
Yeah, Romy, drop up.
Romy, set it up again. I was looking at the script, so I wasn't looking at the screen.
Look at it. I think it looks like a house.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah, man. It even light up, or
it have a few more diamonds than thing than.
It even talk to me or nothing.
Trust me.
Not give me a lotto number. Nothing.
Yeah. It just the diamonds are looking good. Gold, maybe gold or gold plated.
No.
I don't know.
Pink diamonds, you know them thing there.
Yeah. It have a vibe still. It have a buzz.
You have a buzz, but you don't know. My pocket can't vibrate to them frequencies.
1350.
Listen up.
Well, I got 1350.
1350?
US.
Boy, Richie.
Me
me stick with the Amazon levels. 50. Nah, go
what kind of time that watch?
Time of the future, man.
Telling.
Future time that I tell, man.
That's supposed to do a whole lot more than just tell time.
The future time.
That watch would have to tell me something before it happens.
Yeah, man, a future time.
So me I say.
Yeah,
Now what you're supposed to depict people's mood and you're
Yeah,
in a crowd
man,
and
no, so that's
to
it.
tell us all kind of stuff. I mean, like,
Listen, now what you supposed to get cook all me dinner.
talk now, man.
okay. Watch out.
Yeah.
All right, it's 6:39. That was
Update.
time for our proverb of the day. Here it is.
Shame on a load, but it broke neck.
Shame on a
Shame
load,
on a load, but it broke neck.
Okay, so it's still heavy. Yeah, although it's not a load per se, but it's heavy enough, broke neck. The feeling of shame or disgrace hurts pride and ego and causes the head to hang. Like when neck broke.
Okay, I get it. So it's not a physical load, but it's heavy, same way.
Heavy.
You see me? Okay, I get it.
Stressing on everything. Shame on a load, broke neck.
True.
So again, the meaning of that proverb, the feeling of shame or disgrace, which we're not called on by nobody.
Straight.
It hurts pride and ego, and it causes the head to hang. All right, hope you don't have any such experience today, the 5th of January. That was our proverb of the day. It's now time for us to move on to our pet peeve of the morning. What are pet peeves? These are things that others do that you might find upsetting, irritating, or just simply annoying. And we have one of our members of the Bridge Nation who has a pet peeve this morning. Let's get to it and hear what this person has to say.
Good morning, Bridge Nation.
Good morning.
My pet peeve
What is it?
is people that turn up at your house unannounced, like your accident and emergency service, especially at 12 midnight. What? And then they want to come in and disturb your nice, perfect sleep. All they had to do was make a phone call before they turn up. That's my pet peeve. People turning up unannounced.
Oh.
When they get you, have your number, and they can call. Is it okay for me to come over?
12 midnight? No. Is that special friendship, that? No.
Yeah, that man. Then they always name certain type of call.
Yeah.
No, listen. Somebody turn up your house or my house or Richie house after 12 o'clock. It's a burglar.
Them not go find you because you're the one club up late. So you have a problem.
I mean, no, my dog, them I greet them. Me? 12?
Yeah, but
my dog, them I work them time, man. Me not work, man. I sleep.
She seems okay with getting the telephone calls at 12 midnight. Even that's is
But as I say, it depends on who that person is.
Yeah.
Depends on the friendship and the connection. Because anybody can
It has
call.
to be
and
Call?
the urgency of the situation.
Call. What's up there? Call. No. Send a voice note. Check it the morning.
You want me to tell about the night when me hug up wifey and very cozy and everything, and a virgin call about 1:30.
No.
Yo, Father B! At the studio, me just find the tune.
Wow.
A big tune in the file. You want to hear it? Click. Yeah.
Hold it for another 5 hours.
Yeah, man. It's still a good at it. Yeah.
Wow. Right now, it's time for us to get into our interview segment. And the Jamaica Football Federation, JFF, well, they took to social media on January 1 this year to announce the start of their new partnership with German sport kit manufacturer Adidas. According to their post on Twitter, the special partnership will not only celebrate Jamaican football, but also Jamaican style and culture. The sponsorship, which was forged through the assistance of Sports to Business Sports Group with former reggae boy Fitzroy Simpson and lawyer Jonathan Himpey, started on January 1 and is expected to last about 4 years and will include all major tournaments that Jamaica will participate in. This, of course, will include the 2023 Women's FIFA World Cup in Australia and New Zealand, as well as the 2024 Summer Olympics and 2026 FIFA World Cup campaigns. It sounds like a major development, and one that we should really start by saying congratulations to the JFF on sealing this deal. Good morning and Congratulations. Dennis Chung, Happy New Year. How are you?
Greetings.
Hi, Richie B, Shelz. How are you doing? I'm good. How are you doing?
Not too bad at all.
We'll give thanks.
For the benefit of the listeners, Dennis Chung, of course, is the current, shall we say, newly appointed General Secretary of the JFF. Dennis, this sounds like a biggie, a big one. Tell us a little bit more in detail as to what this deal entails.
Yeah, there's a huge deal. I don't think that there has been as big a deal as this in the sporting arena in Jamaica. We are going to be getting, first of all, 20% of all JFF branded or Reggae Boys or whatever JFF branded where that is sold worldwide, right? So 20% can be a significant amount. In addition to that, we are going to be getting quite a bit of money injected directly into the teams, primarily the senior men's and the senior women's team. And going to World Cup, for example, in addition to the amount of money that's fixed that's going in, if the girls or the boys were to make it to the World Cup #1 or make it to the rounds after the additional round of 16, the quarterfinal, and so we get additional amounts of money also. So we have the potential to actually earn a lot more than the base amount that's in the agreement.
Sounds really good, and we're talking real currency, like US dollars now, and
yeah, man, real currency.
Real currency. How long has this deal been under negotiation or in the pipeline, so to speak?
Speaking to the president yesterday, it's actually about 2 years that they've been looking at something like this, and in terms of discussions, I think the discussions on it was like maybe a year or so, but we're actually looking for a deal like this. It was a deliberate strategy by the JFF, led by the president, to say, hey, we want to get into one of these major global brands. The two major ones in the world is Nike and Adidas.
Yes.
So, it has been a deliberate strategy, as I said. So it's not just something that we just buck up in. As Jamaicans would say, it was a deliberate strategy to get here.
What Jamaicans are saying is that the JFF is now awash with cash, but that is not necessarily so, is it?
No, and I would say that a lot of money comes through the JFF, but football is a very expensive venture. In terms of the amount of money that comes in to JFF, we will rival or even beat most, if not all, companies on the stock exchange in terms of money, junior stock exchange, that is. But it costs a lot of money to run footballs. We have about 9 programs, 9 different teams. Currently, also, we're doing a camp for the under-17. They're going to Guatemala in February to play in the World Cup qualifications for under-17. But it does cost a lot. I mean, you have to carry players from all over the world, to carry them to a destination. You have accommodation. You have meals that you have to feed them. It's quite a bit of money. So it's an expensive venture, but this Adidas deal will actually supplement a lot of that.
Understood. Now, Mr. Chung, any word as it relates to the excitement from the Reggae girls as they get ready for the World Cup?
Oh, we're very excited about that. The girls are going to a camp this month, next week in Florida, and after that they go to Australia to play in the tournament with some great teams. I think Spain is involved. Australia is involved, and the Jamaica was invited, so we're highly rated. And then we have a few international openings, friendlies that we can play before. What the president wants to do is actually have the girls play in Jamaica before they go to Australia in the summer. So we want to have at least one female match and a male match in Jamaica this year. But definitely the girls, I mean, they have done some very historic, not just once, but twice. Going to the World Cup, people don't realize how huge that is, you know. And women's football, I mean, if you watch women's football now, it's not a joke. It's really very exciting, you know, to watch women's football. So we're very happy about the girls. And FIFA is actually putting a lot more resources into it. I mean, they're paying for our camps, for example, in Australia when we get there. They've given us some money in terms of the preparation. There's some prize money coming, you know. And the girls, you know, I'm very proud of them. They've done very well. You see that Bonnie Shaw actually was the second highest scorer in the Premier League last year. You know, I mean, that's a huge thing. And this is following upon Andre Blake also being announced the best goalkeeper in the league last year in the MLS. So, you know, we really have some exciting players.
Yeah, we have a lot to celebrate. So the fact that Jamaica will benefit when merchandise and so on is sold, will the JFF be pushing the brand even more in order to generate sales, especially from Jamaicans and Caribbeans alike? And also, are you looking at developing facilities out of any of these funds that are coming in?
Yeah, man. Yes to all of that. So we definitely will be pushing the brand. Adidas will be selling it worldwide. So that's a big plus for us because they already have a retail establishment, you know, online and everywhere that you can buy from. We're trying to get a few here also in Jamaica that we can sell because they're highly anticipated. And let me tell you, Richie, if you see those things, they look sweet.
When will we get a chance to see them?
Yeah.
The 6th of February.
Oh, February.
Right, yeah, is when we're doing the launch, and we're going to unveil it. We're going to be showing it to the board, of course, before.
Yes.
You know, which is going to be we have a board meeting on 21st of February, which we're going to be showing everything to our board members. And the girls are going to be playing in it in February. You know, the kit in February, and, you know, we have the Gold Cup in March. You know, but trust me, I mean, when this hits, the things look sweet. I can tell you that. And in relation to the thing about facilities,
yes.
You know, we were just discussing it yesterday, myself, Rudolph Speed, and the president, because we actually have plans to develop about 4 facilities throughout the island. You know, we already have the Captain Horace Burrell Center at UWI, which we were speaking to a well-known person yesterday about actually working with us to develop and manage that facility and the facilities across the island. I mean, when that announcement is made, that one is big, right? And also we're speaking with someone yesterday who we're trying to finalize today, between today and tomorrow, in terms of being a marketing consultant to the JFF. And it's going to be sponsored, his compensation is going to be sponsored by a well-known group, right? Those 2 announcements next week, hopefully we're making them, is going to add a lot of impetus. But we're trying to develop facilities across the island. So one we're looking at in particular, I can't mention where it is yet, but we're looking at about 8 international fields that we're trying to develop there. And then we're trying to develop about 2-3 more across the island. And you'd have seen the comments from Coach Clovis Oliveira, who said that, you know, he was on the team, the coaching staff with René Simons. He says the infrastructure has really improved, but we're still pushing a lot more. And we're going to be talking with FIFA about that to see if they can help us with the development. But there are some exciting times, and the first 6 months of this year is going to be very active also. I mean, the under-17s World Cup qualification, the girls and their campaign, and going into World Cup, the boys has Nation Cup, and also Gold Cup coming up, and we're hoping for an invitation to Copa America, you know, for the boys. So, you know, it's a huge time for us.
Yeah.
You know, very exciting time for us.
We're all excited, and I hope that the results that we get when we play matches will also generate that kind of vibe.
Well, that's the accountability of the coaches, and I'm tired to tell them that.
Yes.
We provide the foundation,
Yes, you go do the work.
Deliver.
Yeah, exactly. The president of FIFA, worldwide president, he made a statement recently in Brazil where he was saying that every country in the world should name a stadium after Pele. We were talking about it here, and I'm not too certain that is going to gain traction around the world. Is that something that the JFF would be looking at doing going forward?
We haven't had any serious discussions on it. I mean, I understand the sentiments, and I think that a facility, one of the facilities that we developed, maybe we could look at that, or even speak to the government, maybe about Stadium East or something like that. I mean, that's not, I'm just saying this personally.
Yeah.
That's not something we've discussed.
Okay.
I can't tell it all, Richie. If it was up to me, I would call every road in the country Pele.
That shows the respect that you have for the man.
Yeah, man.
Well, listen, Dennis, thanks for the updates. By next week, I'm sure that we'll get much more information on some appointments and some developments within the JFF. We look forward to hearing more.
All right, no problem.
Take care. Have a good day.
Yeah, man. Okay, you too.
All right, let's go to the telephone lines right now. Good morning. You're on the air. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Who's calling?
Simone from St. Andrew.
Nice.
Hi, Simone. Happy New Year to you.
Same to you.
Yeah, man, respect. So you heard the sound? What's your answer?
I think the person is like beating drums with like either their hands or the drumsticks.
Yeah,
I tell you this. What's her name? Simone?
Simone, yeah, man, same thing with the face, Simone. Same thing. My answer that.
Simone?
My answer.
Yes?
That's an answer that we've gotten before, in all honesty. So when you give an answer like that, it means that you get this. Sorry, Simone, but thank you for trying. Think about it some more and try again sometime, all right? What sound do you think that is? It really sounds like beating of drums.
Yeah.
And once I heard that sound, I was thinking, okay, this one is going to be easy. And then one person calls in and says, beating of drums with sticks. And Jody says, no. And we realize that we're in trouble.
Yeah. It doesn't look good.
So we're going to go back to the telephone line right now and see if we can find a winner. Remember, it's the final day for this week that we're playing the Secret Sound game. So give us a call right now. Good morning. You're on the air. Hello. Good morning.
Morning.
Morning, sir. How are you doing?
Good.
Joseph?
That's all that, Joe.
Who's
no, man, I'm me, Richie, Earl, man.
Earl, run the world.
Okay.
Earl, what going? Happy New Year, Earl.
Happy New Year, yeah, man. Yeah, man.
So you heard the sound, Earl. What the answer? What you think is the answer?
Right. So I think the answer is somebody playing with the bottom of a pot.
Like a Dutch pot or something?
No, more than say a Dutch pot. One of them non-stick pot there.
Oh. That's the one like when I go home yesterday and cook, you know. Me cook yesterday, you know.
Big up.
I mean, with them.
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. Good look. Jojo love cook too, you know. So it makes sense. It makes sense. Jojo smile. Boy, you know that one? I know the last time I heard this last year, but John. Close.
Sorry, Earl, but go on around the world.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man.
Hey, without a clue, you know.
All right, let's take another one. Yeah, man. Good morning. You're on the air. Hello. Welcome to the Secret Sound game. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How are you, sir?
Not bad.
Okay. Who's calling?
Christy.
Yeah. Respect, Christy. We're going up in New Year, my G.
Yeah, man.
All right, so yeah, man, respect, man. So you heard the sound?
Yes, man, me hear it.
All right, what's the answer?
My answer is in a war zone. They're firing guns after each other. War,
yeah,
and
man.
war drum.
War zone.
Yeah, man, Jojo, in a war zone.
Sorry. Wow. Not the correct answer, Mr. Christie. Thank you for trying. Have a good day. Wow. I'm going to take one more before we step away from the Secret Sound for today. Let's see if the final call will be the winner this morning. You're on the air. Welcome to the Bridge 99 FM. Hello.
Morning, Richard. Morning, Shelz.
Morning.
Sir.
You don't confuse the sound, you know. This is the original Jones.
See that now? Oh, the champ is here. All right.
Richie, I'm thinking that sound of fireworks, firecrackers.
Firecrackers. Is that your final answer?
Final.
Would you like to hear the sound one more time, just to make sure?
Yeah.
All right. Give it to us, Audley.
Yeah, there is an echoing sound, Richie.
You are convinced that you're hearing firecrackers going off?
Yeah, Jody go record fireworks the other day, man.
Oh, you are a smart chap.
Yeah.
You're going after this huge gift package courtesy of Massive Distribution.
Huge.
Second time he's sticking with that answer.
The original.
If I had an answer like that, would I stick to it or would I change something about it?
Well,
Joseph, the verdict is in. Here it is. Have a good day. Take care. Thanks for trying. That's all the time we have in the Secret Sound game for today. We tried our best, but remember, to join us next week, Monday at 7:30 for the Secret Sound game because we're out of time right now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, time for some trek, a fly out.
Yeah, man. Box back.
Passports, please.
Yeah, all right. Well, on there.
All right.
They're not search.
We're not dealing with the immigration like the brother Jamaican in Mexico the other
Yes.
day. You saw that video?
Yeah. Nah, search.
Yo, I wonder where they're right now.
I don't know.
He must be behind bars.
Oh,
The man licked down everything, broke up every glass, and got through immigration like a real, a Jenna that. Yo, Robo, good morning and Happy New Year, Robo Ranks.
Robo.
Happy New Year to you guys, the whole team. Happy New Year to everybody at the Bridge 99. We are looking forward to 23.
Yes,
We're going to be doing this thing like Michael Jordan 23. We are looking about wins. And I've got this feeling deep down in my souls that we're going to be winning, Richie B. We are going to be winning because even now as we speak, a man spoke to me last week on the phone, and he happened to be fixing a printer of mine. He's fixes photocopiers and what have you. And, me have some bills me did want send out.
Yeah.
And he said, no problem. He said, I hear you. I hear you on the radio. He goes, he did say this. He says, you're on the radio. I hear you on the beat, London, with a gentleman, and he's just got this wonderful professional voice. I said, "Who, me?" He goes, "No." He was talking about you, obviously, Richie B. But I was kind of like surprised at this professional who does, goes around and fixes his machine. He clocks into the Beat 103 all the time, and he was so impressed with the show. So I just have this strong feeling that we are going to be winning even more this year.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to that gentleman.
His name is Kenneth.
Big up, Kenneth.
Big up yourself, Kenneth. Photocopy. Yeah, he's so I just have this strong feeling that, things take time and the word is out, and what we're doing is revolutionary radio, bringing the diaspora together. And I think we're going to win. So good morning, Jamaica!
Yeah, I like that positive energy that you bring to the show, bro. And
Thank you.
And that prediction, I can live with that.
Yeah, man, we're ready, man. We're ready. It's a good look.
I think it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen because
we need to speak it into being. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Yeah. So everything went well for you for the season.
Yes, everything was well. Was out. I had to dip out of the UK. Do a family trip, and somebody presented to me curried rabbit.
All right.
Oh.
I tried it.
Never had it. I've heard about it.
I tried it for the team. And I thought, okay, what part of the rabbit am I getting? I said, don't you worry. It was in Malta. Don't you worry, sir. Don't you worry, sir. It's the delicatessens. It's what we eat. I was like, he don't speak like that. But anyway, he presented me the hind leg of the rabbit.
Very soft?
No.
Soft
it was
meat?
very...
Tender?
It tastes like chicken. It's very tender like chicken.
Oh, yeah?
But
Really?
I took 2 slices out tight, and then I just looked again at the back leg of the rabbit. And, in the UK we have a whole heap of rabbits running around the place in the countryside, and I was like, I don't know if I could do this again. But I tried for the team, and that's it. That's was that's amount to my my New Year's. Never do that again. That's for my New Year's resolution. Consume what you know.
Yeah,
that is it.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that. People are out there eating alligators even as we speak.
Yeah, me say
wow.
Yeah.
Crocodile meat and all
people
that.
say it tastes good, sir.
Yeah. I tried it.
You tried it?
I tried crocodile. Yeah, I tried it in Africa, and it was.
Just live to tell the tale.
I think I had the tail.
Yeah, it's a tail. It's a tail. They normally serve. Yeah.
To be fair, it was fleshy, but it wasn't too. It's a fleshy kind of meat, but it tastes more like fish than meat to me.
Oh,
yeah,
interesting.
So yeah,
boy.
if you have a chance, try.
Myself and Rory were doing a show on an island years ago, and they had crocodile meat on offer. Mm-hmm. And we both walked past it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Well, the strangest thing that was presented in front of me, and I can say it, and listen, we don't need any bleeps, it was ostrich balls.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, no bleeps needed. But I didn't even walk past it.
Oh, really?
Didn't look in its direction. Yeah. But I thought it was.
Does the ostrich have that kind of reputation that would make you want to,
Listen, it was the fact they said,
enhance.
"Sir, try it. It's ostrich balls," and I was like,
ostrich what?
No thank. But then what I realized, it was ostrich meat, but it was like they put it together in like a meatball.
Yeah, all right. So for the new year, they need to rename that. Then you go work. Yeah, then you work on that.
But they've been eating this thing for hundreds of years, so I don't think they're gonna do that.
They could have at least called it balls of ostrich. It would be.
Yeah, but they're not
working.
Guys,
change the shape. Let's change the shape.
The world's not gonna change for us Jamaicans. Don't worry about that. They're gonna keep calling it ostrich. Why? No, why? That's what it. That's the name.
The first thing I was thinking is that ostriches, as far as we know, they run.
Mm-hmm. But it's a bird. It's a bird.
It's a bird.
It's a bird. So
and they don't have no reputation that would make people, like gravitate towards their meatballs.
Yeah, no.
It's the strange things you see on these menus.
How would that help me? Is what people would be saying. Boy, I heard Roborang saying that he had to take a trek out of England, and I remember maybe I should say I left Jamaica as well.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Sav.
Oh wow!
You remember the lady who said she I went to Ochi. Yeah, but it's all good. We had a good time over the Yuletide season, and between Westmoreland and Portland, and then back to Kingston. And trust me, nice vibes. Yeah. Nice vibes. Christmas is always a good time.
They call it, and them still call it the staycation. We're just used to it. People actually call it like, I didn't go anywhere this Christmas, So, really? Yeah, I did a staycation. What, just stayed in your yard? That's regular over here. We do it all the time. Staycation, they call it. You imagine that. Staying at home on the holidays is called a staycation. I just thought it was ton of your yard. Just stay in your house. Stay in your house. You got no money, stay at home.
Talking about playing a Popcorn track here. Popcorn has a song coming out. When is it? Friday?
Yeah, with Drake. Weekend done.
Yeah.
He just dropped a new EP as well, right, Popcorn?
No, he's working towards his album, Great Is He. Hashtag GIHE.
I think there's a date for that EP has just surfaced as we speak, so that should be interesting. Be interesting.
So the video for Can Done with Drake is ready and will be released on Friday.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but after the whole episode with our brother Sizzler, you diss Jamaica, man, and Khalid, I'm not. This has gotten. It's not to take Popcorn, but I don't care for combinations anymore.
Oh, really?
No, I don't care for this artist with a U.S. rapper. I don't care. I just want to get back to making music for ourselves and some combinations like where Buju and Berry stood the other day. I want greatness from within.
Oh.
I'm not, listen, it could be a great record. So big up Mr. Sutherland and Drake. But I just really, at this point, I'm I have no case for it, right?
Well, one or two of them on an album project is quite all right with me.
Yeah, but where does it end up on the album, Richie?
Well,
okay.
If it's Popcorn's album.
But I think it's on the OVO. I think the album. So might as well do a tune with the boss.
Yeah, I get that. But I mean, I would rather the conversation be about, well, it's Popcorn and he's making new music. Some credible music. Without the, as they say over here, without the fluff. I'm just at that point. And maybe it was after that episode with Khalid and what have you. Just too much of that in the last few years has taken the focus away from actually, guys, start making some good music yourselves. We have the capability, we have the singers, we have the additional artists that you could, like back in the day, you would find an artist, find a good singer, and you write your song with one of the greats, or a Dean Fraser, or a musician, or I don't know, but I'm at that point.
Look at it this way: if a collaboration between Popcorn and Drake has even mild success, it could mean a fat check into Popcorn's bank account. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I understand, but where's the music? Odds just played a brilliant song, John Legend and Jada Kingdom. Yeah. You know how great that song is. You don't know how great. That's a great record.
Huge.
Does it get the conversation going like it should? Not really. But that is a brilliant record because John Legend he's not a punk, he doesn't write rubbish songs.
But
that's a big song.
Fattens Jada's catalog, Robo.
Yeah, and guess what? And Jada had to pull out all the stops. That's one of the best songs she's ever written. That little 16 bar.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like if it's gonna bring that out, I'm with it. If it's just about ba 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 ba.
Look who I did a combination with.
Nah, I'm not. We've had so much. Listen, we've had that for the last 3 years where, let's do something that can ignite social media or get people talk. Let's just get some music talking. As I said, the John Legend Jada Kingdom is a brilliant combination. She's a great young songwriter coming through, and John Legend is the boss. Great song.
Yeah. I take your point. Even although my watch does not value 135 million or 900,000 US dollars as a Russian's watch that he has been posting on all over social media does, I think my little watch here is still keeping the right time. And the clock on the wall is telling me also that we're almost out of time.
Man, we should have got Jojo. We should have got an extension today because it's the first show back of 2023. There's so many questions I want to ask Richie B as one of the greatest stage shows hosts. I wanted to talk about not just Sting, but just how we can improve, and that was a question I wanted to put to you.
We'll filter all of that into conversations going forward.
We'll leave it till Monday.
Yeah.
The improvement of our music live as well. So we'll have that conversation.
All right.
And let me not upset Jojo. Good morning, Jojo. Good morning, Jamaica. And good afternoon, London Beat 103.6. Big up Richie B, Odds and Shelz.
Big up.
Love, man. Love, love.
Robert, take care. Catch you again soon, all right? London, maximum respects. That was the UK connection. We could go on and on.
Yeah, man.
Half an hour goes by so quickly.
That's fair.
Trust me.
Yeah, man.
We have our usual feature this time, Man Chat. And this morning we're looking at the topic, who is a high-valued man? And we want to introduce our guest at this time. Joining us is broadcaster and graphic designer, none other than Noran Pryce. Good morning, Noran. How you doing?
Big up, Noran.
Good morning, Richie. Good morning, fellas.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you, bro.
And to you and the entire all the family, all the bridge crew.
Yes,
Happy
sir.
New Year.
We appreciate that.
Respect, man.
All right. So today on Man Chat, we're looking at this trending term that is now being used a lot. Who is a high-valued man? And it is being said, Noran, that a high-valued man is the epitome of masculinity, leadership, charm, and sophistication. He's a man of means and influence, loved by women, sometimes many of them, revered by men, and moves gallantly through the challenges of life with courage and pride. Does that description fit your perception of a high-valued man?
The term is very popular, like you said. Lots of traction being taken with it. But in all fairness, who is placing the value? A lot of the things that you just said, that can be true. They can be very true. But who is measuring this value? Because all those things you said about this person, doesn't necessarily make him a good character. So for me, high value man, while some of those terms are definitely a part of it, what's his character like? That is what really, to me, makes him high value. I think most times when you say high value man, a lot of persons use the financial element of it. Oh, he's man of means, he has money, he has successful businesses. Those are all true, but I think there's more of a complete description that needs to be given. You can have all the money in the world, but if he's not a good person, if he's not respectful, if he's not showing love and respect to those around him, if he's not somebody of service, then I don't really consider him a high value man.
Oh, okay. I like that. Noran, where you think this term came from? Like, where you think it originated from, especially in the social media spaces? Because personally, I just feel like it's just a way that men are trying to find a way to kind of clap back at the ladies in a sense, you know, like self-defense in a way.
I understand. It could be a response to, being told by women, oh, men are this, men are this, men are that. It's definitely the social media space that it started. But I want to know if it's that men are calling themselves high-value men.
Good question.
Or are women saying, I want a high-value man? Because it's really a lot of the women I hear with the term.
I agree.
And then somehow the men started saying, well, I take care of my family, I have multiple businesses, I'm successful, therefore I am a high-value man. So who really co-opted the term? Was it given to us, or did we take it? As men, I mean.
I accept it.
Now, normally, Noran, it is said that women are the prize, and therefore they must be pursued, right? Now,
traditionally, yes.
Traditionally, as it relates to this now, our new high-valued man, is he one who expects to be pursued by women, or should a woman approach him, you think?
Well, we say should, but I think let's work with is. Let's work with what actually does happen. A man of means will be pursued by many women. Now, the quality of the woman pursuing him might vary in the eyes of those other women looking at him or those other men looking at him. Is he being pursued by the CEO woman? Is he being pursued by the woman that is of means herself? Or is it just any fair maiden out the road is just running him down? Does that affect his value, yes or no? It's such a revolving thing, and everybody's kind of taking their own meaning and turning it into it. But it's interesting to hear both men and women talk, because you'll hear men say, I'm a high value man, but everything is about how much money he has. Because let's face it, we've made money, God.
Unfortunately,
the world has made money, God. Unfortunately, so you're looked at your money first, and then your character traits afterwards are then seen as, oh, not so bad because he have money. So I think the formula wrong from the start.
So you'd be surprised if you saw. Would you be surprised if you saw a quote unquote high valued man being associated with someone who is not of his standard or stature?
Yes, I would not be surprised because it does happen.
Yes,
but I think that might be more of a case of low hanging fruit. If everything is being thrown at you, you'll catch one or two.
Joe.
So no matter the kind of woman, high value or not high value, if he's being approached and he feels like endorsing or getting involved, he will, regardless of her status or her standing. He may not wife or marry her up, but he will definitely have some fun if he feels like.
No, gents, I'm telling you, I personally don't like the term. I really don't like it. I don't know when a woman call me no high value man, I don't want to call myself that. You see me just know my value. I don't need to portray it or project it on anyone. But Noran, going forward, when it comes to like the dynamics within a relationship, we all know the battle of the sexes is real right now.
Yes, it is.
Do you see this whole high value man thing and who is coming up with the definition and who? Because I think I agree with you. At one point, a man will say, I'm a high value man because of this. But a woman will have her own definition of a high value man and say, what you're saying don't make no sense.
Exactly.
How can relationships survive with this whole high value man mentality?
I think the relationships will devolve eventually. I don't see this as a sustainable mindset or a mindset that will sustain a proper relationship. Because if you are going around telling your partner you're this, you're that, and my value is this, eventually somebody is going to ask to see the books. And if the books don't match, somebody's going to go. Somebody's going to leave. Or if the man is saying, well, I'm such a high value man, I want more than one woman because more than one woman is trying to get with me. So I don't see it as something that could be sustained. It sounds a bit peacockish to call yourself a high value man. Now, if you know your value, you know your value. I don't think personally that you have to be telling everybody your value.
Thanks.
That's like when you hear guys going around saying, I'm alpha, I'm alpha, I'm alpha.
Oh,
I usually laugh because in my head, I say, if you're really an alpha, you don't have to tell anybody.
Talk truth.
Right.
It's kind of obvious. But I think a lot of self-validation is at the root of these terms that are coming up because not many people have the ability to self-validate them. They need the other person's validation. So you hear a woman calling you a high-value man, that makes you feel better, so you start behaving that way. Versus from the start saying, I know my value and I'm good, and just operate normally. So there's a lot of insecurity and self-validation sometimes that really is the cause for a lot of these terms and behavioral traits that we're seeing.
Imagine what happens when one feels that he's of high value and then he finds that there are people out there of higher value.
Well, you should always know that there will always be someone greater and lesser than you. That's what we learn growing up. So if you try to show off your value and somebody lets you know that, hey, listen, your value is not even on my book. Are you going to feel bad? You're going to curl up in the corner?
Depression.
Or are you going to,
depression.
Proper depression. So be careful. I think we need to be careful, as you said. I don't like the term. If you have to call yourself that, I think we're already having a problem. Know your value. You don't have to tell anybody.
In closing, is it not just good enough to just be a man? I mean, a principled man, a progressive person with, good traits rather than putting all this high value or titles on who you are?
In a perfect world, we would rest on just what our laurels are. In a perfect world. But I think, unfortunately, some people lack something, so they throw a lot more into the other column to make up for what is lacking in the first column. So it's very difficult, and it shouldn't be practiced. Really, we should love ourselves as men, but unfortunately, we put a lot of stock in what other people think, and some men put a lot of stock in what other women think. So there will always be this kind of fluid evolution to try and fit whatever the woman you like says she likes. If you like a high-value man, you tell yourself you're a high-value man. It's unfortunate, but it is reality. It's the reality of it.
Wow. I think you have dissected the issue very well this morning for us, and we want to thank you, Noran, for being our guest and also for sharing those thoughts with us. I wish you all the best for this year, man. All the best, all right?
Same to you and the entire Bridge FM family.
All right, we appreciate it. Noran Pryce, ladies and gentlemen, he's a broadcaster and he's a graphic designer, and he was our guest this morning in Manchat, looking at the topic, who is a high-valued man?
She remember them like a Bible scripture, so she signed it.
Keep up, big tune, Facebook. Morning and welcome. How you doing, bro?
Morning. Yeah, man.
Happy New Year, sir.
Same to you, BG.
Been a while, man. How you been doing?
Yeah, it's all good. You know, I mean, it's good to be here.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's how it started.
Well, let me tell you something, man. We were talking about, when we mentioned your name earlier on this morning that you'd be a guest, one of our listeners called and one would say, yo, remember, there's a man with a whole heap of lyrics in the Richie. So careful on not talk to. But we're good. We saw you on Sting.
Yes.
And you came out and you were like, yo, what really want? What was going on that we, as viewers or audience, did not know? You seemed a little upset.
Yeah, man. I was definitely upset, because I mean, it was unlike what we used to, the Sting staging. I mean, it was drawn out, the first segment of the whole thing was drawn out, and the time that they gave the artists to perform before. I mean, they said it was some 7 minutes, but it's the longest 7 minutes I ever see. You see me I say? So when it boiled down to our time now, like, cause I was supposed to perform 4:20, and you see what time?
Long after that, came on.
So like 2 hours or 2.5 hours after that. You know what I mean? I went out there and thing, and what got me upset is that I went there with a plan, plan out a serious performance for the people them, something for them talk about, because they have with the whole woman protesting that are doing now, you know, with the man them killing after woman them and thing, them have that in a performance. I have something for bring up on the screen, you know, for show all the females them were pass, you know, that kind of way. Also they have,
all of that get cut.
All of that get cut. But also they have a tribute to Merciless. I'm gonna have something to bring up on the screen also. With that, I may have some lyrics for talk about the whole Merciless thing and, you know, coming on the whole line. But when me and him clash, this, that, really. And you know, when we had to do them lyrics with us, you know what I mean? We're on point with certain things.
Definitely.
You know, so all of them things they cut out. So I said, John, no. You know what I mean? Me do all of this preparation. For, you know, even though people say, boy, we love what
you lift up the crowd.
We bust the place, and that was the nice segment of the thing. You know what I mean?
You're still disappointed because you did not get to deliver.
Yeah, because me know
what you're telling us sounds like it would have gone over very well.
Yeah, because, you know, I mean, people know me as a man with us go out there and do the clash them and all them kind of things. So I didn't want to do a whole twist to my thing for this year and let the people them see a performance and see that you can actually go on a sting stage and do a performance, you know, and not just clash.
You
know, and that will also, like, I mean, maybe motivate other acts to come and do
Sting
do a performance and sing
because you are aware as an artist that a lot of artists are actually fearful of the stage.
Very fearful of that show, because, you know, the kind of audience for them feel like say, yo, got the show is a no nonsense audience and thing. But
you have never been fearful. I mean,
no, it's my show.
Which was the first clash that you actually participated in?
All right, the first clash where me and another artist on stage over at Sting was General B, you know.
General B.
Yeah, because true, what did I go on and thing before? Because I mean, I do show with over there already before the whole like actual clash with me and, you know, artist face off and whatever you. But how the clash with me and General B did happen the first time, I did Follow the Arrow. And a clash with me and Monster. But it was, you know, Monster shock three acts. So when that did happen and, you know, me defeat them, General B, they said, boy, you know, say a Monster Shack crew you kill over there, I know General B. So you are going, I want a one-on-one you do, because the people in might look on it say, boy, I chew a 3-1 and rim. I say, all right, no problem. You know what I mean? So we say, so we did the one-on-one and, you know, see the outcome. So.
Shelz, I'm interested to find out from Kippo. Like, I mean, how do you really prepare for a clash?
Yo, you know, say, all right, because most people think, the other day, Beanie Man said to me, KipRich, I ask you a question. You start prepare from January because lyrics just a fly and what have you. You not trick me, you know. January you start prepare from. I said, then how am I gonna prepare from January? I never know the opponent. You understand what I say? So, I mean, because the other day I do an interview with teacher and I make him know, say, boy, how me get myself together for this. Me try have a clear head. So from September going in, I focus the show. So not even a beer you can get me drink. You know what I mean?
You have a clear head.
That focus going into it, and it's just a mindset thing and thing, because, you know, when you're doing a clash, you have to be on point and you have to be very quick. So you have to be attentive. You know what I mean? You're listening game.
You have to do a lot of research, I would imagine.
And you have to research your opponent
exactly.
too. You know, so if me know my opponent from September, you have problem with me because me I got do my research on you and me I got talk some things where it I got shock you. So remember that. You understand?
So what do? You try befriend or get to know some of the brethren them links or a girlfriend or.
Let me tell you something, Richie B. This is Jamaica. This is Jamaica. You see, from them know say, yo, watch out. You're going to go against this man. Remember me, I tell you, you're going to get phone call. People going to call you with information.
Okay.
And it happen on both sides. So it's not just me. People going to call and give information about the opponent. They're going to call and give information
about you,
about me also to them.
You know, interesting, gents, are the facts that them type of preparation and keep up. One before social media.
Yeah.
So, cause right now if I clash for going on, man can just, social media type of thing, but you are get info, the phone calls, not even know say them type of thing.
Them thing they go on, man. Remember, brother, this is Jamaica.
Yeah.
Tell us,
news talk.
Information fly all
news
about.
fly. Yeah.
Man, trust me.
Now, as it relates to Sting, keeper, we are here the good, the bad, the ugly about it. Regular. Some people, patrons, loyal fans, cause I put mama forward from, so the thing go. Loyal fans, I say, no Sting can happen anywhere, you have a talking point. Would that be good or bad? Right? No, but me I hear certain things in the streets, and some people say, boy, I'm not sure if Sting for forward again, I'm not too feel confident of me to roll out again. How does it feel as an artist, knowing that, your set never go on how you would like it for go? Are you still motivated, to do a show like Sting again?
I mean, you have to keep yourself motivated, to keep the culture alive, because it's far beyond just the show itself. When you look at a show like Sting and say the kind of audience that is a fan of this show, like not just in Jamaica, talking about Africa, talking about in the States, everywhere out there in the world.
Yeah.
You have people who tell us, yo, Sting is a show where we look forward to.
True. The culture.
So the culture. So when me kind of look beyond the whole show itself in Jamaica, and with the hopes that the organizers them get them head together and pull it off the right way, and them think that, but it bigger than even them.
Yeah.
And so them need to really see and understand the value of this show. In terms of it keeping the culture alive, and take it serious and do it.
Yeah. Respect.
In any event, though, the segment with yourself, Alizade and Cargo went over very well.
Yes, man. I give thanks to the audience for receiving
Many
that.
people are actually saying it's one of the high points of the night.
Yeah. I mean, I'm getting calls from everywhere. People are saying, yo, you see if Sting, I see some artists. I say, boy, 90s artists, 2000s, I shape there. I say, boy, you see the era,
Have you guys taken it further, though? Like,
so we not get a song out of it, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and not a song about Sting, but we did a nice one drop song, because Cargo have a nice vocal.
Yeah.
Myself and Alizade same way. So something that where me know say the people me like, and the thing about that song there, we did it on a live. So
live rhythm.
No, not even no live rhythm, live the internet and Facebook live.
What?
Yeah, so we get the people involved in the whole thing, Yeah.
Sounds good. Well, we want to get our hands on that. Is that radio friendly tune?
Yeah, man, radio friendly,
All
definitely.
right. We didn't forget that.
About the woman there, man.
Okay, all right. Nothing wrong with that.
Yes.
So we're looking out for that combination with Alizade, Cargo, and KipRich.
Yes.
A new song that was last night?
Last night
it was. Yeah, man. What else is happening for you, KipRich, musically?
Musically. So before Sting, I was in Colombia. Yeah. And I even did bring two of the dancer them where I go on good. Patas King and Cool Kid, I make a transition from the dance into artist. Yeah, so I bring him over there and make him do him thing and all them kind of thing. Because whenever I touch that ground, I get a very big audience.
Colombia.
Yeah, man.
Same.
So I did that one before, and a couple other shows before that. So I'm on the road doing shows as usual out there and still in the studios too, because right now I'm currently working on a new album for the people to drop this year. I've been promising them for a while now and thing, but the whole pandemic thing, they kind of slow down everything, and you have to kind of get yourself back out there the right way, doing promotions and all them kind of things. So have a single out there in the dance the dancehall space named Nana, where when they play at night time, them get a whole heap of reaction from it, because the dancers them run out on it and all these things. So that's going on there. Nana. Yeah.
Now you don't know. New year, everybody has said that, the New Year's resolution thing go already. Any major goal for KipRich for the 2023?
As we said, New Year, because remember the 23, so me call it the Jordan year. Everybody run it, so we're flying high. Yeah, so, as I say, the album in the making, for this year, couple shows and stuff, all over the place, people calling from everywhere already and things. So we definitely have that coming up. and thing, and just they are going to do the thing, same way, new videos and
let's keep the
Kipo,
culture.
you've had quite a career. I mean, it could be something that people would be envious of you for because of the successes that you've had at different levels.
Yes.
On the recording side, you've had many hit songs.
True.
Clash side, you've had many victories.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But if I should ask you to name a highlight, or one of the highlights of your career, what would come to mind?
I mean, damn. Well, I mean, me definitely have to talk about the whole clash part, right? Reason being, people never expect that from me. That wasn't expected from me. So that was like a shocker for the fans out there. So that was definitely one of them.
The successes in clashing.
Yeah.
Any particular opponent that
merciless enough because you see, remember, everybody knows say at the Warren Dan from Clarendon and that man have lyrics flying all about same way, So you have to be on your A game, A plus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Game for stand up beside a man like Merciless and defeat him.
Yeah. No, a part of your strategy I've noticed, it's almost like you don't give a man a chance for real get to say so much, because
no, Richie, you can't give chance. Remember, you're there on the battlefield, and think, and I'm gonna shoot from over that side. The way you're gonna say, all right, fire me so much you have around there. And people and look at why not fire?
Keep on that thing.
No.
Talk.
No.
From a man start talking, man.
And we are gonna fire lyrics right through. Right.
So all the time when I've watched you, I've seen your opponents like them get confused.
After
them can't get a chance to formulate your thoughts.
Because when them talk one lyrics, make John 3. and if them ever wait, them get 4 and 5.
All right, classic stuff, man. And we're proud of what you've been able to achieve, and we're happy to have you this morning. I hope that 2023, the Jordan year, you say?
The Jordan year flying high.
Will be your best year ever.
Yes, man. And I'm going to give them back some one drop this year, too.
Man.
Some storyline thing. Because, it's needed.
That is lacking. That is lacking.
It's lacking right now. So.
Which tune you have lined up for Kipo? Women protest. Right? Run it hardly.
KipRich 99 FM.
Man, I'm not try and prove upon a woman.
No.
Yeah, this is your latest?
Yeah, this is one of the latest.
One of the latest songs.
I like the approach, Kipo.
Yeah.
Like, so when you talk to certain man, such man, I call them, You talk to such man, you can't deal with them like, because them not be able to woman them. So,
you can't. You can't talk to them like a team in way.
I like the approach.
So almost like you stick them up and say,
yes, man, you have to attack them aggressive because that's how them deal with the woman there.
Yeah, man.
Where are you to be found on social media, Kipo?
It's The Real KipRich. DIREALKIPRICH. So it's The Real KipRich, and that's for all platforms.
Yeah, man. Yeah, 1 hour youth, and we're glad for the eye. And we wish you all the best. Here, sir.
Yeah, man, you don't know. I want them to look out for one of the one drop single as I think named Bills. Bills. Me know say everybody.
You want to get a little piece of lyrics?
A little piece of
Yeah, man.
Yo.
We're going to hear what going on. A little piece of it. Here it go.
Just remember Bills, yeah? All right. If me have a girl well loyal like my bills them, then a me a the man pon the land. Because no care how me coast and me coasting. Next month she dey back in a me hand. And if me avoid her, she no get upset. She just go on like nothing do wrong. But when me see her again, my friend just know me have to work out a payment plan. She love to visit me in a the midst of something else way important. Cause all when me there so she me not think of. She just appear and make me vibe scramp. Say me want release me stress and go party. Buy liquor and full me car tank. But as me reach home, like door and spin round, and she that again like the bedside lamp, and that make me tired. God know me tired. And if me say she not stress me, I'm a open liar.
Hey, Romy. We're going to give him the father. Lyrics galore. Send another one soon. Here, sir.
Yes, man. Definitely.
Bless up, Kipo.
Yes, man.